Hello everyone, this is MANJUNATHA TK, Assistant Professor, ANANYA Institute of Commerce and Management, Tumkur. So in this video, I am going to explain the meaning of management, the characteristics and features of management. So what is management here? Management is an art of getting things done through people. So here the manager has to involve in the operations of the company. He has to motivate, he has to apply his knowledge to get the things, the work or the things which is going to happen in the organization. He has to get the things from the people. So that is actually management. Here the manager is going to allocate money and resources in the organization to develop the organization and to achieve the organization objective. A manager is not a manager if he works alone. He has to get involved in the group to get the organization objectives to achieve successfully. So next concept in the principles of management is the characteristics and features. The first characteristics is continuous and never ending process. Obviously management is always continuous, it's not going to end any day, because every day we have to plan, every day we have to organize, every day we have to motivate, every day we have to coordinate. So every day the objectives are going to be changed. Apart from the vision of the organization, every day the targets will be there. For that we have to plan, we have to organize, we have to motivate, we have to conduct so many numerous operations in the organization. So management is a never ending process. The next characteristics is getting things done through others. So obviously without employees there is no other organization is going to run, right? We have to recruit the people, we have to staff the people, right person to the right job. So by putting the right person to the right job, we are we can get things done through people, right? So in this way organization is going to achieve their objectives freely or smoothly, right? The next thing is management is result oriented. So we always tend to achieve our objectives. That is nothing but result oriented. We are doing so many things. The functions of management is so many functions are there. The planning is there, the organizing is there. For the development of the organization, we have to come across these kind of functions. So obviously, for the achievement of the organization objective, we are going to conduct so many operations in the organization. That is result oriented approach. The next concept is multidisciplinary in nature. Multidisciplinary in nature is nothing but the management is going to applicable in all the aspects, all the fields of the organization. So or all the fields of the commerce. So here multidisciplinary is nothing but it is going to applicable in the finance department, it is going to be applicable in marketing department, in all other departments the management concepts, management functions is going to be applicable. The next concept is a group and not an individual activity. Management obviously is a group activity. One person cannot make a company, one person cannot run a company. So there should be a group of people who are giving their heart and soul for the development of the organization and to achieve the organization objectives easily. That's why there will be so many departments will be there, there will be so many groups will be there, there will be so many teams will be there, team leaders will be there, department heads will be there. That's why it's a group activity, not an individual activity, right? So next characteristics feature is it follows the established principles. So what are the principles? So they are going to give a guideline for the management to run their business smoothly, right? For example, there are principles like this: division of labor, right? Authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of command, unity of control, and so on. There are 14 principles of management are there. So every company has to follow these principles. These principles are going to give a guidelines to run the business, right? Next characteristics. Management is all pervasive. Pervasive in nature is nothing but it is going to be applicable throughout the world. Everywhere we are going to see management. It is going to be applicable in the politics, it is going to be applicable in the education institutions, it is going to be applicable in the organizations, it is going to be applicable in the temple also. There will be, we are going to see the management, right? The top level management, middle level management and the lower level management, the hierarchy we are going to see, right? The top level management is going to frame the policies, rules and regulations what the other levels of managers or other level of people are going to follow. So next is management is an art as well also science. Yes, of course, management is an art. Art is nothing but creativity. The manager has to create something for the development of the organization. They have to come up with the different ideas to develop the organization. So every day the trend is going to be changed. So for that, we should be very much creative in nature. We have to come up with the different ideas. Management is a science. How we are going to say it as a science is nothing but because management is purely based on some principles. From so many years, so many scientists have observed so many companies and they have researched on the so many companies. So on the basis of these principles, the companies are running. As I said, division of work and discipline and so on. So next is management is intangible. We can see the management, we can get the things from the others, but we can feel it, but we cannot touch it, right? We can get the things from the others, we can achieve the objectives. Management is quantifiable, it cannot be quantifiable. That's why it's called as management is intangible. The last characteristics of management is dynamic in nature. What is dynamic? According to the situation, the management plans has to be changed. We should be very much flexible in nature. We have to give different ideas for the different situations. So in this way, the organization has to come up with the different ideas. If not, the organization is not going to achieve their objectives easily. That's why management should be dynamic in nature. So these are all the characteristics, features of management. Thank you.